I don't think I realized how lonely I had become. Not physically, emotionally. I was carrying grief. I had just become a father. I was navigating military transition, still am. And underneath all of it, financial pressure sat quietly in the background. I had dreams of bigger than my current situation, and somewhere along the way, I convinced myself that strength meant carrying all of it without putting any of it down. From the outside, I was functioning. I went to work. I handled responsibilities. I made plans. I kept moving. But functioning and being okay aren't the same thing. And here's the part I haven't said out loud yet. I did try to share what I was carrying. I said the words. I let people see some of the weight, but it didn't land. It wasn't received the way I needed it to be received. And when that happens, you learn a quiet lesson really fast. You stop trying to be understood and you just go back to carrying it all. I think a lot of men know exactly what I'm talking about. We become the provider, the protector, the container. We learn to keep going even after we've reached out and it didn't change anything. And eventually we forget we have needs too. That we need comfort, we need connection, we need rest, we need to be seen, not necessarily fixed or rescued, but just seen. For a long time, I thought if I kept caring enough, eventually someone would notice the weight, or the weight will turn into success. And when that didn't happen, even after I spoke up, I learned that unspoken needs and unmet needs do the same thing to a man. They turn into isolation either way. One of the hardest lessons I've learned is that strength isn't pretending you don't have needs. And it isn't giving up on having them met either. Strength is acknowledgement, is acknowledging them to yourself before they consume you. It is asking for help even if the last time didn't go the way you hoped. It's slowing down long enough to feel what you've been avoiding instead of numbing it or burying it in more work. It's having courage to say, I'm not okay. I need support. I need connection. I need rest. And meaning it for yourself, even when you can't control whether someone else hears you. I don't share this because I have it all figured out. I share it because I know I'm not the only man who's going through this or who's lived through this. If you've been carrying more than anyone realizes, and especially if you're already tried to put it down and didn't go your way the way you hoped, or you try to express it and it wasn't the way you needed it to be received, you don't have to carry it alone. And you don't have to give up on being seen either. This season of my life isn't about becoming invincible. It's about being honest with the world and with myself, and being honest about what I need. And maybe that's where the rebuilding actually begins.